After the news that Ruddy was set to start in goal for Wolves ahead of Patricio, Fabianski came in as a late transfer in a move that immediately paid off, with West Ham keeping out Newcastle in a 2-0 win. Wolves kept the clean sheet against Cardiff, but Matt Doherty was another player rested from the starting 11, and his second half appearance blocked Lucas Digne from coming in off the bench. The most painful moment of the game week was undoubtedly when captain Paul Pogba missed the late penalty during Man United's 3-2 win over Southampton, giving him a negative score, while vice-captain Eden Hazard picked up an assist in Chelsea's away win over Fulham. But the hero of the game week, not for the first time, was Raul Jimenez, whose goal and assist inspired a 2-0 Wolves win over Cardiff, with the Mexican producing a total of 3 shots and 4 attempted assists during the game. So a score of 46 points sees a small green arrow, and it puts an end to that long run of red arrows. So hopefully this can be the turning point that sparks a surge up in rank to end the season. With a plan to use the free hit chip in Gameweek 32, Wolves' assets offer little across Gameweeks 30, 31 and 33, with just one fixture in that time away at Chelsea, so Matt Doherty has left the team. It's been a tough decision between Mané and Robertson for the third Liverpool spot, but the defender just wins out after the Reds kept a 4th consecutive clean sheet in Gameweek 29, and ahead of fixtures against Burnley, Fulham and Southampton. That move leaves nothing left in the bank, so it had to be made early. And here's how the team is shaping up for Gameweek 30. West Ham have conceded 1 goal or less in each of their last 5 matches, and only Man United, Man City and Liverpool have conceded fewer goals in that time. Gameweek 30 sees Fabianski go up against a Cardiff side that have scored 6 goals in 2019, only Huddersfield have managed fewer, and the Bluebirds have taken the fewest shots on target and from inside the box during that time. Wan-Bissaka keeps his place in the 11 alongside the Liverpool defensive double-up of Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. Only Cardiff and Huddersfield have managed fewer than Brighton's 8 goals scored in 2019, while only Everton and Huddersfield have registered fewer than their 11 big chances. Burnley have scored a respectable total of 6 goals in their last 4 matches, joined 8th best in the league, but Liverpool haven't conceded a single goal during that period, allowing only 2 big chances. Hazard looked a little bit more lively during Chelsea's win over Fulham last game week, firing 5 goal attempts and producing 3 attempted assists. Wolves have conceded 12 goals in 9 matches since the new year, keeping only 2 clean sheets. Heung-min Son has looked out of form of late, failing to score in his last 3 league matches, and only firing 1 effort on target in the last 4. But the fixtures haven't been easy, with 2 London derbies and an away defeat to Burnley, so perhaps the meeting with Southampton will see more chances for the South Korean. The Saints have only kept 1 clean sheet in their last 8 matches, conceding 11 goals, and only 4 teams have allowed opponents more big chances in that time. Pogba is suspended for the midweek Champions League clash with PSG, so should be well rested for the trip to Arsenal in Gameweek 30. Injuries have hit United hard over the last 3 matches, where they've been without Matic and Herrera in central midfield. But the France international has fired 6 goal attempts in that time, and his 3 efforts on target can only be bettered by Salah, Sterling, Almiron and Deulofeu amongst midfielders. Mo Salah has only found 1 return in the last 6 game weeks, but no midfielder has fired more than the Egyptians' 9 efforts on target in that time, while only Harvey Barnes has fired more total shots. Burnley have failed to keep a clean sheet during the same period, conceding 10 goals, ranking 7th worst in the league, while only 4 teams have allowed opponents more shots inside the box. With just 1 goal attempt in the last 4 game weeks, Felipe Anderson is definitely a fixtures over form pick at the moment. The Brazilian has returned just once in his last 10 outings. But the good news is that it's Cardiff up next for West Ham, a side that have conceded 13 goals in the last 6 game weeks, with only Fulham shipping more, while no side have conceded more big chances. Arnautovic was surprisingly left out of the starting 11 once again for the win over Newcastle, despite Manuel Pellegrini admitting he was planning to start the Austrian in the previous game, before he was forced to withdraw through illness. Raul Jimenez provides an alternative option on the bench, travelling away to Chelsea, but for now the West Ham forward gets the nod for that appetising fixture against Cardiff, though there's no guarantee he'll get the start ahead of Hernandez. Salomon Rondon was impressive against West Ham, taking 5 goal attempts and producing 5 attempted assists, so the Newcastle forward comes back in for Everton's visit to St James's Park. The Venezuelan ranks first for shots inside the box over the last 4 game weeks, while only Lukaku and Salah can match his 7 efforts on target. Even more impressive is the fact that only Moutinho and Maddison have produced more attempted assists than Rondon during that period. In the absence of Man City players, it's likely that Mo Salah will get the captain's armband, despite his recent dry spell. The 26-year-old has amassed a tally of 5 goals and 2 assists across his last 6 home matches, returning an average of 8.7 points per game. So you have to fancy his chances of getting back on the scoresheet when Burnley come to Anfield this weekend.